Okay, this week in our Unit 2 benchmark, okay, we're going to talk about characters and fables, all right? In this unit, you will identify key details and summarize, analyze characters, identify features, cite evidence of fables, and compare and contrast other fables. Okay, this is important right here. Okay, it says look for the 3 common features of a fable. 1, it's a short story, not very long. 2, animals or objects that act like humans, they talk, right? And then 3, a lesson is learned. That's called the moral of the story. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be reading this story together, and we're going to highlight important information. So let's. Okay. The tortoise and the hare. And obviously, that's important. It says there once lived a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Okay. Obviously, the reason why this is important is because it introduces one of the characters. Okay. And it tells you what kind of person he is. Okay. He's boastful. He brags about stuff. Tired of hearing him boast, the tortoise challenged him to a race. So then we have the tortoise who challenged him to a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. Hare ran down the road for a while and then paused and to rest. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you are walking along at your slow pace?" Okay. The hare stretched himself out alongside the road and fell asleep, thinking, "There's plenty of time to relax." That right there, there's plenty of time to relax, just tells me that he's very confident, isn't he? Well, we'll see. The tortoise walked and walked. He never ever stopped until he came to the finish line. So, did the tortoise ever give up? No. The animals who were watching cheered so loudly for the tortoise they woke up Hare. They woke up Hare. So the animals who were watching cheered so loudly for tortoise they woke up Hare. Hare stretched and yawned and began to run again, but it was too late. Tortoise was over the line. After that, Hare learned his lesson. So then here's the moral of the story, okay? What's the moral of the story? Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to have a nice pace. All right, so we're going to use this summary and key details chart, okay? Right? What page is it on? Page 3? Okay. So, what's the title of the fable that we just read? The tortoise and the hare. You know, hare, Hare, just another name for rabbit, right? You didn't know that, right? I hope so. Anyways, okay, here's some key details, okay? First one that we highlighted. What's the key detail? The first one that we highlighted told us about the hare. What about him? Okay, he didn't run very fast, but what kind of person was he? Okay, yes. Um, uh, Larissa? Yes, hare always boasted, okay, about how fast he could run. How fast he could run. Okay. So then what happened?
The turtle eventually got tired of his bragging,
and what did he do?
And he challenged him to
Yes. So tortoise. Oh, yes. Sorry. Tortoise challenged hare to a race because he was tired of hare boasting or bragging, if you want to write that. There's an O right there.
That actually used to be one.
Then what did hare think? So they did the race. What was he thinking when he was in the race? Yeah, he thought he could rest. He thought he could relax and lay down because tortoise would never catch up. So what did the tortoise do? I know we already said that he did challenge to a race. Then what?
He never stopped running, and he kept on going to the very end.
So tortoise kept walking and never stopped. And then he actually did cross the finish line. And tortoise won the race. Tortoise won the race. And the animals cheered for him. Oh. Cheered for him. So on the bottom box where it says summary with moral, lesson, and central message, okay, well, the tortoise won the race, right? And hare learned that slow and steady wins the race. Oops. Slow and steady wins the race. So when you do a character analysis, we're just picking one character, okay? Unless, for example, we'll do the tortoise. Tortoise. Okay. What's the title of the story?
Tortoise in the hare.
Tortoise and the hare. Okay. Now, one character trait that he has of the tortoise was that he was persistent, meaning he never gave up, right? Okay, he never gave up. So now that we have the character and his character trait, okay, what it says evidence that supports the trait. So if he's persistent, okay, what or where in the story shows that he's persistent, that he never gave up? What did he do?
He kept going.
Okay, give me more details than that.
He kept running in the race.
Okay. So the tortoise walked and walked, and the text says that he never, ever stopped until he never stopped until he came to the finish line. Then it says what effect on what was the effect on the story because of that? Okay, he was more confident. Okay, what did he do? What happened at the end? He what? He won. Okay, so because he was persistent, he walked and he never ever stopped until he came to the finish line. Okay, what was the effect of that? Well, tortoise never ever gave up, and he won the race. Okay.